Hey guys, Goggsy here, and welcome to one of the staple videos for this time of year. Today we are going to be looking over the Motherwell fixtures for the 2020 to 2021 football season. Now, of course, there's still that controversy of whether Hearts or Dundee United are going to be in the league, but right now it's Dundee United on the fixture list, and to be honest, I could not care less anymore. I just want that to get over and done with. I want everyone to just stop and let's just play football. I just don't care. I mean, the worst team in the league should get relegated, the best team in the league should get promoted, and that's the way I see things, no matter how circumstances are. Yeah, anyway, without that very controversial beginning, because I know for a fact I'll get some Hearts fans commenting saying that they don't like what I say, but oh well, so be it. I mean, if you only win 4 league games out of 30, you deserve relegation. That's just how I see it. Moving swiftly on. And before we get any further in this video, I would just like to remind everyone that I am going to be climbing Mount Kilimanjaro next year for the charity Dig Deep, which is supplying clean water for young people in Kenya. As they say in Monty Python, it's the twin peaks of Kilimanjaro, the other peak being a massive fundraise of £2,600. So if anyone finds it in their heart to donate at all, the link is in the description down below. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rattle through the list of fixtures that Motherwell have and just going to react to it. I mean, I woke up this morning at 9:10, opened up my phone, saw the fixture list, thought, right, cool, and then I fell back asleep for 5 minutes and I realised I've got to go to work. So the reason why this video is up on Tuesday is because I'm a lazy bastard. But anyway, that's by the by. Let's get on with the rest of the show. August sees Motherwell take on Ross County for the beginning of the season as we defend our top spot. I'm saying top spot because we don't count the Old Firm. So we technically we did win the league last season. So we are the Monday kickoff. We will be the televised fixture on the Monday evening. Fantastic considering there's a very, very small likelihood that we will be at the game. So the fact that they're putting Ross County v Motherwell behind closed doors on telly, superb. I mean, there's going to be very low figures for that, but it doesn't really. Well, it should matter to Sky, but if they want to show the best team in the league, I'm all for it. Then we've got the new boys, Dundee United, Saturday the 8th. Louis Aperi coming to Far Park. I hope the boy just doesn't do any bits against us because I know exactly what his first message to me will be. Following Wednesday, we've got Livingston at home. Then the Saturday afterwards is our second televised game of the season. It's a 5:30 kickoff at Easter Road where we play against Hibs. Now, I think the last time we actually played a 5:30 kickoff, we beat Kilmarnock 2-1 at Far Park. John Sutton scored, I think. But I wasn't at the game. I was watching it on BT. It was like a 5:30 kickoff or 5:15 kickoff. It was strange. But that was back in the days where I was neglected and didn't get to go to many games. So we'll squeeze past that before we get on to the first Lanarkshire derby of the season on the 22nd of August. Now, I really hope that we're back in the stands for this because it would be great. I mean, I miss the Lanarkshire derbies. Well, we'll not talk about what happened in the last one, but because that was a 0-0 draw. But yeah, I really hope we're in the stands for that. And then we've got Celtic away on the 29th. Now, I actually hope that there is no one in the... See, I'm conflicting myself here because I would love to be in the stands for every game, as I always do, because going to the football is what I live for. But it could actually be an advantage if we go to Celtic Park and there's no such thing as the Green Brigade bouncing in their wee corner. Maybe it would be a bit of a leveller. The fact that Celtic wouldn't have that 60,000 fans, but you never know. September sees us take on St Johnstone at home on Saturday the 12th. I just pray, I know for a fact we'll probably be back for that because St Johnstone at home is the most dead fixture in the whole of the league. Then we've got Aberdeen away on Saturday the 19th. Then Rangers at home for the 26th of September. Now, I'm going to be relevant again. I mean, the last few videos I've done have struggled to get over 500 views, so to get something in the high thousands would be great. October sees us start the month with Kilmarnock away on the 2nd. It's a Friday night kickoff. I'm assuming it's again a televised fixture. I mean, we're getting a lot of televised fixtures if this is the case. Then we've got St Mirren away on the 17th after the international break, before Ross County at home and Livingston away. November's only got 2 fixtures. Now I'm intrigued. This probably means that we've got a cup game in this month. So we'll have Celtic at home on Friday the 6th. Then it'll be international break. Then St Johnstone away on the 21st. Then it'll be the Cup 4th round on the 28th of November, I'm assuming, before December kicks in, which we only have 6 fixtures. Now usually you've got 8 or 9. So this is refreshing. I'm quite happy with that, because usually in the past few years I've spent so much money on travelling and going to all the football matches that I'm skint for actually buying people presents. December sees us have 2 home fixtures, Hibs at home, St Mirren at home, 5th and 12th respectively. Then, just when the Christmas CPM is coming in, we've got Ibrox away. That, I mean, it may not be too kind if we get beat 4 or 5-0, but it'll be kind on my CPM. So I must thank the fixture computer for generating this right before Christmas. Christmas is going to be cancelled if we get beat here. Aberdeen at home on Wednesday the 23rd before Boxing Day at Tannadice. Now, a night out after Christmas. Like, the night after Christmas. Oh, yes. Because I do love my nights out in Dundee. But that's if everything's open. Because I know for a fact public transport probably won't be open on Boxing Day. And taxi rates will be through the roof. So they'll be paying like quadruple time. But yeah, that's an interesting month. And then who is it? Is that Kilmarnock at home on Wednesday 30th? I assume so. Yeah, it's got to be Kilmarnock. Yeah, the graphic I'm looking at is the one that Motherwell posted, and it's only got like part of the badge in. So just bear with me, troops. I should have said that at the beginning of the video. January 2021 sees us begin with Accies away, St Mirren away, Rangers at home, Aberdeen away, Ross County away on a Wednesday night, the 27th. I mean, we've always got to have our mandatory trip to the north on a midweek every season. I mean, when don't we play Ross County on a midweek game? I mean, that's almost every time in the past couple of seasons. In February, we've got Dundee United at home on Wednesday the 3rd. Then Saturday the 6th, we've got Celtic away, Accies at home on the 13th, and Hibs away on the 27th. Before March, we've only got 2 fixtures. I'm assuming if we get to the Cup quarter-final, we'll have a game. We'll have another game. So we've got Livy at home on Saturday the 6th, before Killie away on the 20th, and St Johnstone at home on April the 3rd. Now, I'm looking at these fixtures, and okay, last season I was very, I don't know, I wasn't confident that we would go and finish 3rd. I was hopeful, but I looked at every fixture that we had last season and thought, right, we could go and do this, we can do that. But this season, I'm a wee bit more confident, because we've been the most busy team in the transfer market. So with that logic, I'm thinking, well, if everyone's working the same way that Robbo wants them to, I'm confident that we can go and have a really strong start to the season. I mean, if this was Football Manager, I'm just saying, in August we would have at least 15 points and Celtic would be top with 18. But that's how I would probably have my Football Manager save. But looking at a realistic note, I wouldn't say no to 11 points in August to start things off, because if we're in double figures at least by the end of August, then that's a good month in my opinion. September is going to be a tough month. I'd be happy with 4 points from a possible 9. October when we've got Kelly, St Mirren, Ross County and Livingston. Now, if I was expecting Motherwell to win the league, I'd be demanding all 12 points there. But say what, if we got 7 out of 12 points, or maybe bump it up to 9, that'd be alright. But I'm just trying to gauge on how a manager would look at each fixture. But hopefully I'm on the right cards and no one's gonna argue with me. Oh, we should be getting full points every game. But yeah, I'm looking at the fixtures, and yes, you've got to play everyone 3 times anyway. It shouldn't matter when you actually play fixtures. But if you can string 4 or 5 wins together against the teams about you, and then you've got a game at home against Celtic or Rangers, then you've got more confidence going into that game that you're going to get something from it. So it is very dependent on when fixtures are. But I've seen people on Twitter and that all day saying, oh, Rangers got a harder fixture than Celtic. Aye, no shit. But the at the same time, it's all computer generated. I mean, they have got to factor in the fact that you've got to have the New Year derbies, because that's the fairest for fans to travel. And then you've also got a high demand in the Old Firm fixtures, and I know it's a bit later in the season this time for the first Old Firm fixture. Now, I don't actually care what happens, but I mean, people seem to think it's a fix that Celtic are starting their season with Hamilton at home, and Rangers have got to go up to Pittodrie. Now, let's be honest here. Rangers fans who are saying that Hamilton's an easier game than Aberdeen, did you not get beat by a Hamilton in the last game you played against them? Riddle me that. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was just me reacting to Motherwell's fixtures for the new campaign. You know what? I am really hopeful that we're going to be in the top 3 again this season. But we will see later on in the transfer window how other teams have fared, because Motherwell are like doing all their business early on. But there are teams like Hamilton who say that they're like 11 players short of a decent team. So it's still too early to call anything yet. I think it's going to be a much bigger gulf in points this year between, say, the top 4 and the rest of the league. Because those teams that have already recruited and will have the money to do so, they will be alright. It'll be teams like Kilmarnock who have lost a lot of players. It'll be Hamilton who have lost a lot of players. It'll be teams like in their situation that will be struggling. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting league, I think, this season. Well, for me, anyway. I hope. But, yeah, without any further ado, I'll just let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your day. And, yeah, there'll be another video up in the next couple of days. And you never know. In fact, if we get 50 likes on this video, we will have 3 uploads this week. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like down below for more of this snazzy content. Subscribe if you're new. I'm goggsysaan. I bet it was you. See you later, guys. Take care.